We want to take you now to the battleground state of Arizona. Vice President Harris looking to build on President Biden's numbers there from 4 years ago when he became the first Democrat to win that state since 1996. Arizona voters will also choose a new senator tonight. Our Elizabeth Schulze joins us now from Phoenix with more on this relatively new battleground. Elizabeth, what do we know about the timeline for results in Arizona?
It's not looking like we're going to know for a while, Kira. So when you think about Arizona, you're right, a new-ish battleground. And really the path here to victory in Arizona does come through where we are right now, which is Maricopa County. It's actually the fourth biggest county in the U.S. and has been growing massively in size. When they say that they're going to take a while to count the votes here, they are not joking. We talked to the Secretary of State earlier today. We said, what are you looking at as far as when we might know these results, Kira? He said, expect 10 to 13 days. Maybe even longer than that. And when we asked the deputy elections director here why this process takes so long, she says part of it is that it is painstakingly meticulous. They want to make sure that there's transparency as they count every single vote. Take a listen.
The eyes of the world are on us because our votes are so difficult, because our races are so difficult to call. We want to make sure that we're able to provide people with that transparency and faith in the system.
What that means is that even after some of the ballots are brought here, you're going to have a Democrat and a Republican typically going over the entire process, unsealing them, looking at the signatures, making the signatures match, and then actually counting and tabulating them. They say, going to get an early batch of results around 8 o'clock local here, 10 o'clock Eastern tonight, but otherwise it's just going to keep counting as the days goes on, Kira.
Well, what are we seeing there in terms of security, and have there been any issues so far?
Okay, so far, running smoothly, according to the Secretary of State. But when you think about this county, one of the reasons it's so much on the map, just from people's perspective, is that it became really a hotbed for some of those election conspiracy theories, for security threats. There were protests all the way up until that door. Protesters came up to here in the days after the election, Trump supporters, election deniers who said they did not believe those results. So what we've seen is we're actually in this kind of secure area right now, Kira. There's an iron fence all around us. There's a second fence on the perimeter of this building. They are making sure that anyone who wants to protest can do so, but they have to stay outside of that perimeter so that anyone who's working inside feels safe, trying to walk that really fine line and making sure that workers who are inside can do everything they need to do to tabulate those ballots 24/7, while also giving people the right to protest, making sure people want to be out there if they want to do that. They say they're hoping it doesn't look like what it did in 2020, Kira.
Yeah, let's hope. Elizabeth Schulze in Phoenix for us. Thanks, Elizabeth.